went by, they didn't change any of the equipment. You know, they painted the walls, they put up some flowers. I want you to remember that when I come in, we will sign a long-term lease and we will spend the money on equipment. The walls being painted is cute. Going online and saying it's under new ownership, great. My banner says under better management. It only pisses off one person, previous owner.
Walls, some fake plants, you know, all this superficial crap, but the heart of the place is still the same. A lot of broken down machines.
So this happens again and again and again where I feel bad, man. I mean, all these businesses that we don't really understand. I know how to eat a cheeseburger. I've had really good ones. Doesn't mean I want to run a cheeseburger shop, but if I buy a cheeseburger stand, what I would want to get is a huge following, which is called goodwill. You know, people know about the place. I want the recipes so I can make the same burger. I don't know how the hell they do it, how many cockroaches per patty.
Yep.
I want all this stuff to come together and make for a good sale or a good purchase of a business. Now, in this case, these people are buying these businesses with no cockroaches, no recipe, no goodwill. This landlord said they were well heeled, which means many things, but mostly, you know, money. Could be
money.
Pistol, could be
but clearly not well heeled enough, right?
A big ween. But what they don't have is the intelligence.
You obviously don't know anything about intelligence.
So like you said, and these are the new photos. Wow, they put up a banner. They painted the walls. This is a poltergeist store. They moved the headstones and left the bodies behind. So they're not doing well. They probably raised the prices too.
Yep.
Chances are they're not going to leave now, but we need to keep in Mo's ear. It's been 6 long months, well-heeled or not. It was for sale. Is it for sale now for $439?
No, it was, and they beat us to the punch. Went ahead and buy the existing business that was operating there.
It was for sale for $439,000. They probably gave over $300,000 for this place. We don't know what they paid, but probably that.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Right. Yeah, and probably now don't have the money to get the machines. Right.
All of this now is academic, my friend. So let's talk to Mo and get the rubber meeting the road. Stand by.
Perfect.
Don't buy a laundromat ever at any price.
Good afternoon, Sandev.
Mohammed.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Mo, this is Danny D'Angelo. We talked almost exactly 6 months ago in reference to the little laundromat there in Orlando. I have to admit, my friend, I take notes when I make these calls because it's important to me. You know, I've done this 36 times, and it's the little things. And I remember you said, well, they sold it. Someone new bought it. They're well-heeled. You remember? I mean, you know, that's a term that some of us like the Old West, and we say stuff like that. We just went by the store, and I'm not asking you anything. I'm telling you, I guess we went by. They didn't change any of the equipment. You know, they painted the walls. They put up some flowers. But at the end of the day, I hope they are doing well. I hope they are paying the bills, and they probably are. I want to stay in your ear. I want you to remember that when I come in, we will sign a long-term lease and we will spend the money on equipment. The walls being painted is cute. Going online and saying it's under new ownership, great. My banner says under better management. It only pisses off one person, previous owner. So here I am just talking, and I'm just saying they didn't spend any money. They spent dollars, not tens of thousands of dollars, which is what it needs. And sadly, they're not going to do well. They're going to fall on their face, unless I'm wrong and they've been meeting with distributors and they just wanted to make it look nice till their new equipment comes in. But that doesn't take 6 months.
You know, I'm selling the shopping center in January.
Okay, good. Good for you.
A new landlord will be in there. He's a friend of mine. I will pass on this information to him. I'll keep it actually with me. And we'll have a chat with him just to keep an eye on the laundry. And if an opportunity like this presents itself, either I'll have my son call you, or I'll have that gentleman call you directly.
Thank you, Mohammed. Let me go you one further. I'll send you an email, and you can simply forward that to him. Then they'll have all of my information. What's the best email? I appreciate that. And let me say this. I don't hear you telling me anything, but if you're selling the strip mall to a friend, you want that friend to have the best tenants possible. And these people don't know what they're doing. It's sad. It's honestly sad because laundromats serve the community.
I'll tell you something. It's funny. He's paying the rent. He's on the dot. When he heard I'm selling the center, he said, "Why didn't you tell me? I would have bought it." And this is like a $9.5 million.
Yeah.
Price tag. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Well, I always make sure I have first right of refusal on all of my leases so that we have a discussion. That's how I ended up with 7 strip malls. And you know,
give that, right?
Sure. Frankly, we didn't get, but I'm telling you what, maybe the guy's looking for a loss. Maybe that's why, but I doubt it. Everybody wants to do well. He'll learn. And if he does have the money, he'll retool eventually. And you know, maybe your friend and I will not get together. Good. I'll email you, my friend. I appreciate your taking the time, and as you always do.
You're welcome. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Mo. God bless.
Bye. Same to you.
Same to you. Different God, but you know.
Yep, interesting.
All right, man. Dude, all the live long day, every day, all I try to do is have exactly those types of conversations for you. The same type of conversation that I would have with landlords. It's not about a yelling match. It's not about knowing more than they do. It's about connecting. And this guy, you know, I went heavy on just telling him what's happening. And then he tells us more. Make sure you put it in the notes. The guy's got money.
Right.
He's well heeled. He said that before. He said, but just because some douche says I want to buy the strip mall doesn't mean he's got that in cash. Maybe he's clever.
Right.
Nobody should have $9 million in cash unless you've got $1 billion, and that's like Elon Musk walking around money.
Yeah, put it to work, right?
You got to have K&R money.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
No.
Kidnap and ransom money.
Okay, gotcha.
People say
I'm good.
People say
in the notes.
People say I'm crazy for going to Mexico and wearing a Rolex. Like, well, you don't really understand. If someone wants to bonk me over the head and take it, I'll give it to them most of the time. If I think I could take the guy, it might be different. But that watch is there in case I get in trouble and somehow lose my money or I'm in a bad spot. That's an easy $10,000 gimme. You know, hey, it's being prepared. So I think that was a good conversation, and I'm glad you put it back in front of me. What do you do now? Well, let's call him back in 6 months. And we'll see if, in fact, you know, he's getting out. He's selling it. So good for him.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.